Joining me now, Portland's Democratic Mayor Ted Wheeler, who's also the city's police commissioner. Mayor Wheeler, we have a lot to get to, but there was more unrest in your city last night. Portland police declared a riot, saying that protesters broke into the Police Association building, the Union, and lit it on fire last night. President Trump tweeted this morning in part, quote, "We are trying to help Portland, not hurt it. Their leadership has for months lost control of the anarchists and agitators. They are missing in action." What's your response to the president? And joining me now, Portland's Democratic Mayor Ted Wheeler, who's also the city's police commissioner. Mayor Wheeler, we have a lot to get to, but there was more unrest in your city last night. Portland police declared a riot, saying that protesters broke into the Police Association building, the Union, and lit it on fire last night. President Trump tweeted this morning in part, quote, "We are trying to help Portland, not hurt it. Their leadership has for months lost control of the anarchists and agitators. They are missing in action." What's your response to the president, and how under control is your city right now?
Well, the president has a complete misunderstanding of cause and effect. What's happening here is we have dozens, if not hundreds, of federal troops descending upon our city. And what they're doing is they are sharply escalating the situation. Their presence here is actually leading to more violence and more vandalism. And it's not helping the situation at all. They're not wanted here. We haven't asked them here. In fact, we want them to leave.
The ACLU filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration Friday night, as did your state attorney general. She accused federal agents of a, quote, escalation of fear and violence in Portland, as you just said. Do you think the Trump administration is breaking the law in your city?
I absolutely do. The tactics that the Trump administration are using on the streets of Portland are abhorrent. As you indicated at the introduction, people are being literally scooped off the street into unmarked vans, rental cars, apparently. They are being denied probable cause, and they're denied due process. They don't even know who's pulling them into the vans. The people aren't identifying themselves. And as far as I can see, this is completely unconstitutional.
Is there anything you or the governor can do to force these agents to leave your city?
Well, we can build awareness, and that's what we're doing. From our federal congressional officers to our governor to our local elected officials, we're all telling the Trump administration, stop the rhetoric, take these people out of our city. They are not helping us. They are hurting us. They are escalating an already dangerous situation. And what I want to do is...
Days ago.
It's not made any easier when you have somebody like Mayor Wheeler who holds back, to a certain extent, his own law enforcement. For instance, they don't allow them to utilize certain non-lethal tactics and so forth. So it makes everybody's job harder.
We should know that the protests in many ways have been successful. Your DA stepped down early. The police chief resigned so her deputy, who's black, could take her place. The city council reduced the police budget by millions of dollars. The state legislature passed criminal justice reforms. What's your response to Ken Cuccinelli? His department released a list of more than 80 instances of vandalism or violence in your city over the last 6 weeks.
Before the federal troops got here, violence was way down, vandalism was way down. Our local and state law enforcement officials had contained the situation. The energy was coming out of the demonstrations. We had hoped they would end within a matter of days. And what happened instead is the federal troops came in. They used their unconstitutional tactics. They injured nonviolent demonstrators, and the whole thing blew up again like a powder keg. So I completely disagree with them. The reason we want those federal troops out of our city is they are making the situation much more dangerous. I'm worried that one of our residents or one of our local or state law enforcement officers is going to get killed because of the tactics that they're currently engaged in.
All right. Well, we certainly hope that does not happen. Mayor Wheeler, thank you so much for your time today, and our best thoughts and prayers and wishes for the good people of Portland, Oregon today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jake.